All I'm getting, send me this.
Send me this.
It's the this for me.
Okay. Send me this.
Free my mind. It's time for 4 o'clock. 4-2.
She's stuck on East Street, so with her auntie or something like that. Yeah. But she texts me, so I don't know what that means. So what
Oh,
that
see
means?
Matthew's tone it. See Matthew's tone it. I mean,
I don't think she have no WhatsApp because she texts me. That's why I said it.
oh, okay.
She don't know it.
I would put someone on blast. So someone don't do it. I need to tell Apple don't do it. Y'all ever notice that like on the iPhones you can't send a text?
Who said that?
Like a regular text?
Yes, you can.
I can't send a regular.
Why you can?
This live?
Just go straight to iMessage.
Do you know?
No, it's not.
What is it?
And that's like,
Oh, now you're alive.
Wouldn't get this little yellow bad boy right here.
Hello, Jerome Johnson. Hello, Gano. Oh, you only hailing beats, so let me take that back. I don't acknowledge you. I'm acknowledging him. This tank saying hi, DJ Beats. But he ain't hail me, so I ain't hail him.
I tell them the picture he's yours, you look like he up to something dastardly in all them pictures.
Miss Bethel, what you saying, girl? Ross Taylor, big up yourself. Janet, hi. This how you gotta see me, girl.
Big J.
Big J was eating shock, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Star 106 hit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend. It's a Feel Good Friday. Yours truly, the Natural Empress, and the bunch. I'm going to let the bunch, of course, introduce themselves in short order. But, of course, this is Free Your Mind on a Feel Good Friday, brought to you courtesy of Guinness Smooth. If you haven't tried the Guinness Smooth as yet, ladies especially, fellas love it too. But ladies, trust me. Stop on into any 700 Wines and Spirit location and ask about the Guinness Smooth. Right now, 2 for $5.25, 4 for $10. Nice and smooth, less alcohol, less bitterness. And it's just like the name depicts. It's just smooth, all right? Thank you to KFC. You know, we're in the middle of Lent, so make sure you get that Curdles catch, that shrimp catch. You can WhatsApp your orders now at 557-3663. All right. Thank you, of course, to Pin the Tile, Muffler World, Cable Bahamas. Want to say thank you to Lactogen, distributed by Lightpoints Trading, and of course, discount distributors, liquors, of course, Produce Express, and the Clothespin. Yes, indeed, they got the whole of Carib Road on lock. So big up to Ryan and Saran and the whole discount distributors family, and of course, Juicing for Life. Don't juice that. Stay right there and use juice.
Every now and then.
Now and again.
But
You juice?
It's gonna be big juice up.
They call you the big juice.
Hey, I try to slow down on juicing for Lent, but I figured this is time. This is really the time to pick up.
juice,
Yeah. This time to start juicing.
And if you spend $20 for the whole entire year,
Tell 'em
every
about
month, I'm giving away a 50-inch flat screen TV. All right, every month, not just the month of March or April. Every month.
And Empresses call you live and say, "Hey, you don't pick up on this voice yet?
You ain't pick up on this voice? Come for your TV.
Yeah, come for your TV."
Okay, good. All right, so that's how we doing it. Oh, my dear, we made it to the end of the week. Congratulations to us all.
Oh, hi.
All right, if it's your birthday today, I'm big on birthdays. Happy birthday to you, 12th day of March. Happy birthday to whoever's celebrating a birthday today. Now, let's get right into the business, all right? I've waited long enough all week. I let Oprah do her thing first, and then it's my time.
Right? There you go.
It's my time. Mm-hmm. All right, Oprah's my girl. I let her do the honors. She bring it out, and then we discuss it.
Let's address it.
That's how we do it. So let us talk, people, about Miss Markle.
Miss Markle.
Or should I say Mrs. Royal? What do I call her?
She's royal.
She's the
Well-
Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah.
Is she still the Duchess of Sussex?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
If her son don't have no title, where's she going with title?
Oh, will she come with that? Not come with.
Oh, I was getting
She
right
not
now.
quote unquote come with, but
No.
she's there before the sun.
Yeah, but now that you can't buy the cow without the calf.
Ah,
You feel me? Do I get a robo for that?
hit me again.
Okay,
You
you
charge me
cannot-
up.
All right, let me get in my preacher mode.
Yeah,
All right, you
charge me up.
cannot have the cow without the calf.
Ah, hit
There
me.
you go.
Hit me again. Hit me
I'll
again.
say it again. You cannot have the cow without the calf.
Mm,
Okay, good. I done make myself clear.
mm.
So if my child cannot be a part of your royalness, then you could count me out. Count me as peasant. All right? If you so concerned about my child color, right? That color matters to you that much, right? Then y'all don't worry about me. I straight. I know y'all feel about it. Go ahead. Y'all don't jump at me all at once.
Beat
Here's the
steak it.
thing. Well, I don't know which part you're on start.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
start from the beginning.
I'm trying to. Where do we start from?
The racism.
Let's
Let me just say my description.
Let's start with the racism.
let's start.
I
Let's
think
open.
that's
Let's open the
a
gate
a
out.
good place.
All right.
Let's
Let
say that.
me see my part because I know where y'all can come from.
Oh, I ready.
Oh, I ready.
My point may be a little different.
Okay.
I definitely think that Miss Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was discriminated in some way, shape, or form.
You
Because
don't say.
because of no, I have to say that before I say the next part.
Okay, say the vibe.
However,
Because that's what I'm waiting for.
I don't think that a lot of this the racism was not just because of the color of her skin. I think it was honestly and truly, and y'all might say I need a 10 for a lot for this, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she is American, and
Mm-hmm.
by extension, if something was to happen to the king, the queen, and all of them, her son and his father, her son would be the next king of England, whatever, right? Despite what they saying about him not being a prince, he is the son of a duke. That makes him automatically a duke.
Yeah, but then she's
He's
the queen. She makes the rules as she goes along.
but
You know that, right?
It's just that we live in a time, and the way how these foreign policies and foreign countries work, it ain't like America and Britain. They chummy, but they ain't
We ain't
boys.
boys.
Yeah.
We ain't boys.
We
Don't get it
so-
twisted.
super cordial, but
I
we ain't boys.
I wouldn't say it's beyond belief to think that Meghan Markle loves some kind of she might truly love Prince Harry or whatever.
She might.
Might?
Listen, I don't be in the people bed. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
there.
Okay,
I don't
we
know.
following you.
working with you.
We following you.
I just tell you how my mind is working.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just saying it's very possible. I mean, to my mind, it's possible that she might be there under some kind of other power.
Can I ask a
trying to
question?
do some things.
Sure.
Do you think that he loves her? I want that Prince Harry kind of love. I know about you.
I
Where
think Prince Harry loves her, but the love come with a little bit of.
you know
I
what?
feel- I
Do
feel
you
as though- I feel
realize
as though
what
he
this
feels-
young man is sacrificing for this
I get
this
that.
woman in the
I
name
get
of
that.
love?
I get that he sacrifices a lot.
Do you realize the
No,
last
no,
time?
no.
I think the
Don't
reason why he
minimize it,
goes
though.
out of his way to sacrifice so much is because he also feels guilty about the way that his mother was treated and the way that his mother met her end. So I feel like he projects a lot of the love that he has for his mother and the feelings of guilt towards what happened to his mother when he was so young. Like I watched a documentary talking about him when the last time he spoke to his mother, she called him on the phone when he was inside Paris or something, and he was like, "Oh, mommy, I want to go play." But that was the last time he talked to her, and he has carried that guilt his entire life.
Not the
True.
guilt.
I feel as though he projects a lot of that onto Meghan. That's just me.
Yeah, but again, please don't minimize what he's
Was
done and what he's
sacrificing.
doing.
No.
He's pretty much denounced the throne
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
for this. No, it ain't just a lot, but I need you to magnify it. I need you to put some real love and respect on
No,
his.
put some teeth into it because it's showing that this is an institution or the firm that I grew up knowing my entire life.
all my
Or
life. I don't know.
I don't
nothing
know
else.
anything outside of this. So it makes you think like, okay, the sacrifice is grand and great. What I do have to say in terms of the racism aspect of it,
Okay, let's hit it.
are we surprised? 1, Two,
surprise.
I think I am taken aback by everyone else's surprise, especially in terms of black people, because black people, she's one of those girls that people never, they don't relate to her black. If you were speaking about colorism or being colorist, um, no one related to her black. No one identify her as black until we saw until we saw her mother. So it's like, oh, okay, you really rock like that or
You
whatever.
got some. You got the swirl.
Yeah, you got. Oh, you really swirl. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
But you're saying her blackness is not so pronounced if you look at her at face value.
in pronounced in terms of and also relatability in terms of who my black to your black to that black, and I do get that all black are the same, obviously.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Mhm.
Listen to me. We need to be able to check her out behind closed doors with her yachty movie.
I need to see. Are you putting on your bonnet?
She could be dirty whining for all we know.
Yeah.
And we don't know now,
We
and
don't
we'll
know.
never know now.
You
On PJ's point, there's actually a U.S. news host, Candace Owens,
Mhm.
who got in a lot of trouble, who said that, and I quote, she said that the Duchess of Meghan isn't black enough to experience racism, which I think is wild.
It's very
That is
wild because then you see
how you out there talking reckless like that.
you see the type of magnitude you're getting now. And the point I'm trying to make with that is that okay, we are. You can look at us and people can relate to us as black.
You know that.
She is mixed,
questionable.
and she's a whole lot lighter hue than any of us.
Yes.
To see the type of slack she's getting now. So can you imagine if Harry really was interested in Rihanna? Can you imagine? Remember back in times when stuff came up where insert name Pierre, once upon a time Miss World or Miss Bahamas, where she felt very pressed to get up on his scene, felt very pressed to get up on say hello when he came down. The photo of them circulated of them at the type of reunion. It wasn't of them like anything, scandalous or anything, but they would just have the same function. If someone asked her, like, hey, would you be interested? And she's like, she's definitely interested.
He was off for the swirl from
So
time.
can you imagine? So that's not
You ever see Harry dance, boy? Harry just has.
Do you see the memes where he has like the bullet thing,
It's called the bogle. It's called the bogle.
the bogle, but he got the gunman fingers.
Oh,
So
because
he's like,
if you bogle incorrectly, you have to have gunman fingers, bro.
so it makes you think like, okay, as my brother or as my father, this is not the first swirl that I brought home. This isn't the swirl. This isn't the first serving of chocolate that I brought home.
This just ain't dark chocolate.
This ain't dark chocolate. This ain't you got your chocolate swirl, chocolate fudge. This is like white chocolate. You feel not even caramel.
No, white chocolate.
Because
it's still chocolate. White gold is still gold.
chocolate. Come on now.
Come on, something like that.
So now it makes you think, okay, if they felt like this before, they even felt like an inkling about it before. As my brother, you can't say, hey, you still got the firm, or let me speak in my British accent where you would understand me a bit more. And it makes you think like, okay, no one tried to give you a heads up before even courting.
Who knows? They probably did, but I love this girl. I don't care what y'all think.
A scene like this hasn't happened since 1940 when the king, before Queen Elizabeth's uncle, abdicated the throne for the sake of love. He married the American, I think she was an American actress as well.
But so that's not the first time they've had this kind of upset.
Right. So, but the fact that we're now seeing it in this new day and age where they've bypassed so many things of reinventing, of trying to come across more human or relatable, to try to be transparent with the firm to the community or the local stigma that it has.
To the world at large. Of course.
So if you guys are watching The Throne, is a great crash course and everything. So like if you don't go no names, watch that. But it makes you think like, okay, even down to when Princess Margot, the Queen's sister, found herself dating and marrying, it makes you go on to say like she had a variety of tastes in men. She herself used to host parties inside the palace with these type of men, being quote unquote that girl. So we're able to forgive all those different things, and we have this girl who on one coin.
She got 2 strikes though.
2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Okay.
Major strikes.
Okay. Now let's bring it down more than that. Let me hit you with a 3rd strike then.
Okay. What's the third?
You have where. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm going off the fly because we're streaming. we have one of the royals who's in a situation where he's say that he molested or raped the girl, and the firm came down with all the strength and power to help that in terms of in the media wise, help curb the story, help try to bury the story.
Pacify it.
Yes, try to cushion it to say, oh,
yeah.
you know, that's not the thing,
Not
whatever.
that bad.
So, and these are all taken in different time periods. So if we're going to forgive, bypass, and grow and learn from those situations, you don't think racism or the color of someone's skin is something that should have been addressed? One should can be excused because you have on one hand a girl who isn't relatably black to one end, and on the other hand a girl who's too dark for the firm.
No, but it's like being pregnant. I love to use pregnancy as an analogy with a lot of things,
Yeah,
right?
no.
But just because the baby bump is this small versus way out here and you're waddling, you're still pregnant.
You're still pregnant.
So don't care how much black she having a week, we know that you're pregnant. You understand what I'm saying?
The nerve to even ask, like I can imagine if brothers like Harry and William got together,
They're
like,
chilling.
yeah, like, you know,
So,
having a
bro,
little-
come,
so,
let's
now let's talk. Now,
Let's talk.
Hold on. Before you even say that, so
Hit
we're
me.
all agreeing that we think that the person that he don't want to name is his brother that asked the question.
I think it's his father.
You think it's his father?
I think it's the brother,
I think it's
really.
the brother.
And it's a combination because brother gone to daddy and say, yo,
Yeah, I feel like we came together and say, yo, you know, we got to talk
we
to him.
got to talk.
because-
We needs
Or,
to talk.
or daddy send brother.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
possible
Yeah,
too.
it's possible too. But I do think it's the brother and father. If not both, one or the other.
But then when they tried to talk to Harry, I mean to William yesterday and ask him if the royals are racist, he's like, no.
Oh, please,
So let me
no.
just say, yeah.
Oh well, I don't expect
Oh,
him
do
to
you,
say yeah. It's
do you
like,
know wickedness has caused you to ball? You see how he just lost all his hair?
you know what? Let's take a quick break on that. We're gonna find out what's happening traffic wise, followed by more free your mind on a Friday, right here on your hit station where Star 106 hits.
Nah.
All that wickedness causing the
Don't forget,
ball in 2 days.
It's two things where she was claiming the racism.
Yes.
So there was the racism where she feel like the family didn't outwardly accept her and protect her, and then specifically
Why we couldn't get a next Kate? Why, like, nigga, seriously, why you bring this girl? Why you bring her? We needed another Kate.
and then
I can wait for my point to go on.
them not doing anything about the tabloid intrusion into their,
Yes.
basically persecuting her, which in
They didn't come
With
to
the-
her aid at all.
At all, because she's saying in the
Yeah.
same breath, they said that my child he won't have a title, he won't be getting any security since you're leaving, go to LA, all this stuff.
Kevon said,
That's
he
a
said
half
that's
truth,
Philip who's steering the ship.
but that's a half
Said
truth.
Charles too passive.
Right now, yeah.
That's
It
a half
ain't-
truth, though. That ain't- it's not accurate to say that her child is not of a title. He has a title by birth.
We get that.
He's not going to be a prince because he cannot be a prince yet.
My thing
Yeah,
is,
but you're saying that he don't have a title.
Why? I don't know why she's saying that though.
no, because well,
He has a title automatically. He has
No.
Unless she was told, listen, no,
no.
unless
Do you
Go
know
ahead.
how point was with that? Because she entered before the firm made that decision, so she got her title when they were courting, when everything became official of them. That's how she got Duchess of Sussex. So now they're saying, moving forward, since you leave the throne and y'all want to get married and live
Go
in
live
LA
in
and Canada,
foreign,
whatever,
okay?
no, that's it.
That's it.
Just y'all. So your child moving forward will not have a title.
Right.
The title ends and stops with
Right,
you.
you. Right, you.
And that's how when the king's wife,
Yeah.
she wasn't Duchess anymore, but she still called herself Duchess.
The thing about it is, where I got some of my information from, there was a British YouTuber who's kind of breaking it down.
Yes, hit me. We all doing
So
research.
we know Prince Harry as he's the Duke of Sussex,
Mhm.
but he's the Earl of something. He has
Okay.
like about 3 or 4 titles.
Okay.
And the way it works is that his son is automatically entitled to use either any of the 3 titles that are part of Harry's name, and then Archie's son can use any one of those titles.
Usually, in regular
Yeah.
circumstances.
Automatic.
If the-
there is nothing
if the
you can
firm
do
was
to
firm.
take that about unless if you're trying to, I guess.
Ahmad
kill
want to
them.
know
Or-
where's the full interview online? Have you where they
You
could
gotta
find?
go to the own net for that.
Yeah,
Gotta go to
I went.
OWN.
All in that shit.
Or if you have a Fire Stick, you can type it in there on the Oprah thing. That's why I watched it, and it came up. So it's like a couple of Oprah interviews. I typed in own Oprah interview, and then it came up there.
There was other things that was bugging me though, like how she was claiming that they wasn't gonna be funded or whatever.
No, but that's with it. Once you
if
If you
they tell
abdicate,
you,
but if you abdicate the throne, just like when King, what's his name,
him.
Queen Elizabeth's uncle,
Yeah.
abdicated the throne. Part of you leaving the royal family to marry who
Means
you want to
leave,
marry
you leave the
means you
money.
leave the money too.
And the thing about it is, I feel like that's one of the things I didn't like about her going on Oprah and talking, because I feel like Americans that don't know how this thing really go. It's not like
No, she's
Prince
never
Harry is
gonna
a
get the money.
celebrity that makes his money from movies. No,
Yeah,
Prince
because what's he
Harry's
gonna do?
money literally comes from the British people's taxes, right?
Mhm.
When they got married, they were given an estate that comprised of 3 houses that were put together and refurbished at a cost of about $30 million, right? They chose not to stay in the house and
No, they ain't playing.
buy a house in LA. They chose to leave, and then said that they had the money to pay back. But
In other words, brother, we broke. Okay.
Yeah.
But y'all just buy next.
We broke.
Yeah,
Y'all
thanks.
just buy.
Thanks to T Perry.
But Grammy just so you won't get Grammy back on money. It's like that.
Why we giving Grammy money?
Giving her money for what?
Giving her money back for that.
But they were only able to sustain themselves post the whole royal family because of the money Princess Diana left for him. That's how they were able to move.
Mama's money.
Oh my Jesus! I live for that. Even in death, your mommy's still looking out for you.
That's amazing.
Oh, I want to pass out, Jesus. That's such a blessing.
What? Mommy said, you know what?
You know what? In case they try to run this stunt any time a year from now,
you know what?
this and only you know. You as a baby, only you know.
Exactly.
That's why you gotta have a trusted circle, bro. Like when they say that village raise a family, raise your children.
But then you know what? There's a saying: 7 brothers, 7 different minds. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what we say in the accent, right?
Mhm.
And guess what? Prince Harry and William is two different, two night and day, black and white.
Being wicked has caused you the ball. I see it. While Harry has a full head of hair.
You see that?
And
he got a little.
He got look, it's a little thin, but it ain't ball though.
There we go. Star 106 hits, little Michael Jackson right there for you. Does it really matter if she and little Archie and the little girl to come, whether they're black or white? That is the question.
According to the firm, it does matter.
Yeah. So what topic we jumping on to now with this?
Before we move on from the racism topic, what I really want to mention too as well, not so much the racism topic, but in terms of moving on to.
Wait, before you even do that, y'all feel like she shouldn't feel no type of way?
No! Oh, she's so entitled to that.
Okay.
Like so entitled to that.
But we all agree that we feel good knowing that he's standing up for her. He's there by her side.
I just feel so sad to know how much she's sacrificing all for the sake of love. And my thing is, if my family can't support me, how am I expecting strangers to support me, bro?
Well, that's where he's getting from you.
And look at the strangers coming in and saving my life. Thanks, T. Perry. Thanks, Big O.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want people to notice too that there are so many different sides to this. Not only is this a major political power in the
yes,
world,
you better know it, boy.
This is also the people that he knows closest his entire life.
All his life.
So this here Grammy and your daddy, but this is also literally the leaders of your country.
Yes.
So
your political leaders, aka your Grammy and your daddy.
Yeah. Oh no, but not our political leaders, because the firm doesn't get involved in terms of politics.
Well, that's true too.
If the queen say she want your dad, your dad. We could all agree on that.
Hence Harry's fair. Let that resonate, because it has not been claimed or said or anything of the sort.
That's what happened to Diana.
And not even that the throne is involved or that the firm is involved. So all that is on, I guess, on our side, a little sip in here and say, what we would think.
What we surmise.
But the fact that Harry himself is scared and using his mother as the example.
See, he putting it out there. So just in case anything happened, y'all revert this to my mommy's story.
But you know, it's so sad. When I saw Meghan Markle, when I saw the interview, I said to myself,
girl, you only know?
Girl, they're going to try to kill you.
Straight up.
Like you were talking too loud for the
you thought you're barking. You're black, I'm American, girl. You need to.
They have this darky speaking so loud about us. This darky speaking about us.
Exactly. You see why I tell my grandson don't mess with them.
See why they won't mix their blood. They won't mix their blood down.
You see that? You see what has happened?
But let me flip that to now Bahamian aspect of it, where you have your
Please go.
grandparents who come to you, or let's say young man, so young women who come to you and say, "Make sure you don't bring no one darker than me home now," because you
gotta
know,
consider the
yeah,
babies.
you know,
That's real for us, you know.
oh that
Yeah.
that is real.
That's
And as jokingly as you may want to hear it or whatever you may feel, I remember I had a friend's grandmother come to her. Mind you, a friend was dating this guy, and the guy's grandmother came to her and she say, like, who's your people or where your family from?
God. What island?
What island? She's like, oh, they have anyone brighter than you? What color your mommy is?
Never.
And mind you, she's
Hold on,
not.
you gotta do the Oprah.
What?
What? No, you gotta give it the
What?
silence. Who's having that conversation?
Yes, yeah.
No, but it makes you think like that's us jokingly in our own society. Can you imagine it when the higher ups or the firm is involved, where your position, your royalty, your title, your
is dependent.
dependent on who you bring home, who are you marrying,
Yeah.
who's having the children.
Yeah,
What-
but my thing is from there they paid for the wedding,
Mhm.
attended the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you are so against it, don't come or don't pay for it.
Or they probably already knew that once you marry, you're out of here.
Exactly.
Because that's what
But then too, it could also be the optics. If they are, like you say, if they are as against it, it would be so obvious that they were against it if they didn't.
Yeah,
offer,
but what in the
like,
dark
they
always
didn't- they
comes to
didn't
light,
pay for-
honey.
Because then they could always throw it back in your face. Oh, you say I don't like you, but why I pay for the wedding though? All them roses, I buy all them roses, and I give you all a house.
But the thing is,
How you say I don't like her?
I feel as if that's no shade does, because I don't want to speak that, but in comparison to their money, that's the brokies. That's what the brokies like us would think about.
That's
Yeah.
true.
To them, the
That ain't
royals,
money.
that ain't no money. Donate that to the homeless shelters down the
Yeah,
street.
that's true. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Like they're
Real
not
talk.
thinking about that. So okay, this is an event, this is an occasion. Okay, cool, let's pull up. What I don't support is that the fact that they're acting as if Harry's becoming king tomorrow. Harry's daddy's still in line.
He's still alive.
Still
too?
in line. William is next up in line after daddy. All of William's children, and William only having boys. And he have a
Right.
little girl?
You have a girl.
Okay, but he's majority boys.
Yes.
All of them have to be king first. All
Before.
of their children are kings first.
Before
Before Harry.
So
Be-
William Churn, the two boys, would be kings before Harry.
Before Harry. William's family, entire nuclear family, has to be gone.
Oh,
Be
but
done.
we ain't got to worry no time soon.
So why can't marry
Well,
this
so
black
why-
girl?
So why? No, because we still thinking further down the line.
But my thing is, my good. Okay, fair.
You feel me?
I feel
we
you.
still have to be mindful of what's to come.
So okay, when you have a mixed girl,
Mhm.
how dark do we expect the children to be?
And not to beat the old bush, but it ain't like Meghan was that dark to begin.
But that's his point.
That's my point.
You putting milk in a latte.
You know what? Let's take a break on that. Let's take a break on that. This is Free Your Mind, Feel Good Friday, right here on your hit station. We are Star 106 Hits.
But PJ, just to circle
I
back,
can Jim and Juice for the big win.
circle
Sorry.
back to the
Mhm.
point which you made. You said that, the wedding, whatever, that small change,
Mhm.
that's $34 million. That's little money, and that's true. That is
That's
little-
chump change,
They
bro.
have generational. They have started their buy country wealth, right?
They have
That-
commonwealth wealth.
That's
that
right.
brings a bigger question and kind of paints us in a different aspect when you talk about the protection and them not wanting to pay for the
They
protection.
will kill her.
No,
Here's-
exactly.
But here's what I find so strange about that, right? So
Mhm.
their reasoning behind not paying for the protection is that they were not going to be in the United Kingdom anymore. So the establishment or whatever felt like, how we can pay for that if you're leaving in over here, you're gonna be inside a Commonwealth
It doesn't
country.
matter.
Wait, let me finish.
It doesn't matter.
Let me finish. They thought that by being in a Commonwealth country, then that would mean the
Commonwealth
throne
nation,
could still
mhm.
extend and be able to do that. But actuality, that actually came under the jurisdiction of Justin Trudeau, the president of. Is he the president of?
He's the prime minister.
The prime minister of Canada. It would have
Okay.
been him that one had to sign off on that. That's chump change. I'd say that's maybe $200,000 a year to pay to make sure your grandson and your.
But that's what I'm saying. He's still.
Great-grandson.
If,
That's no
if,
money.
if he was married to a white girl,
I mean, out of
Right?
love, though. Out
yes,
of love.
If she-
I-
if
not
she was a-
only
if
that,
she was a white
I'm
actress.
concerned that even though you decided you ain't gonna live in foreign, right? You ain't gonna live in America, not our tea, not
Yeah.
our taste of tea at all.
Not really across the pond.
All right. But guess what? You still our grandson.
Yeah.
I still got to make sure you're protected. If we got to hire Brits to go with you to America or hire American security, whatever it takes, we're going to make sure he's protected. But you going to marry this black gal, right? So you on your own, king.
Hey,
I
hey,
thought
who raised you? You raised by Caribbean
and
people, eh? Commonwealth people, eh?
Massy.
Because,
I used to get like a night or something. They don't get nights no more.
my thing
That
is
don't happen no more.
the point of, I guess, in terms of y'all trying to cut off, when the king abdicated the throne, they came to the Bahamas, a Commonwealth nation,
Mhm.
and was taken care of. This man had stayed in governor's house.
Mhm.
This man had a whole position.
Mhm.
Things still roll. Harry the can't get nothing.
I'm sure when he was even here, don't sleep. He had security.
That's security.
What you thought?
And
Top flight security.
What you
with
thought,
homegirl
Craig?
with homegirl that they didn't like then in 1940, 50 something.
Okay then.
This 2021, we're people who still alive from then.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I'm playing this for me.
And this
Hold
the
on. She's still right.
Yeah, she's still royal. She ain't, hey, I don't sound racist, but she ain't my
Oh, Keelan say all of William's kids, not just the boys, the girls too.
It made me realize, because I remember that's how Queen Elizabeth became queen.
That family ain't that close for them to care. The only person that cared, well, the only person that cared for the boys from birth was Diana and the babysitters. Real talk.
Yes.
Real talk. There we go.
Who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal.
Star 106 hits. She's royal. Black or mixed American. She's still royalty. Like it or not, this is Free Your Mind, of course, on a Feel Good Friday as we discuss the Meghan Markle saga. My goodness gracious. So, of course, I mean, the world knows that she came live on Oprah.
Oh,
all
big,
platforms.
big,
the
oh.
platform of all
On the farm.
platforms and freed her mind. They took my show.
Unapologetically.
They took my show. Like Oprah just say, you know what, I want you
She
to
just
pull an
borrowed.
Empress.
I could have
I
gone.
need you to just free your mind, girl.
I could have gone for
Say
2
it
more
all.
hours to that girl. That's all you want to say?
Just you sure?
You sure? I could.
I could extend this.
Yeah, I could bring. I could get food for production. We could stay here. Not nothing. No, because I think what's also what's taking me aback in terms of the pushback that Harry's getting from the family is that when Princess Diana died, what's the daddy name? Help me out, please.
Charles.
Okay, so when Prince Charles and Diana, when she died, Prince Charles was already seeing his sweetie.
Oh yeah.
Prince Charles then married said sweetie.
Said sweetie. Nobody had a problem
And
with that.
no
You know
one
why?
had a
You know
problem.
why? Camilla.
Camilla was her name.
You know
Yes.
why? Because they didn't like Diana. So we glad you. You know what? Diana. Camilla represents the Kate.
Yes.
Diana represents
The Meghan.
the Meghan. You get it?
But what's getting me in more so of this, the pushback that they gave the king when he abdicated the throne, was that this woman had been married already. That Camilla was already married, so this would have been the second time that she would be married to him.
Now Meghan wasn't married.
Meghan
she
was
had a
married.
bigger ex.
Meghan was married.
Oh yeah, she was married.
For a quick little second.
2 seconds. See, they do like this.
So here are the strikes against her. She was married before.
Jesus.
She's American.
Woo.
She's older than him,
My God.
and you're black.
Which one come first?
Jesus Christ, which one you want? They all heavy like so. So which one you want?
Which one you want? Let's put them in alphabetical order, I guess.
So it makes you think, okay, now that we get to, if we're weighing out all the wives, because I guess if you bring up all the wives, let's talk about it. Because now, what's different? Because the only difference between your wife and my wife is that she's black.
No, but you see, she's so reminiscent of Diana.
She
Diana was too much into people. She was into the people.
No, the way
She
the
coulda
people
gelled.
loved
And
her.
the way that people gravitated towards her, it was just so real. You could see it for what it was, right? She's too reminiscent of her. Yeah, although Diana was white and British, all the things that, they would have all the prerequisites, right? But still, she behaved like a Meghan. She might as well to be black.
But it's kind of unfair because, like, okay, this is the family aspect of it, the family dynamic, before we go into the rest of the interview, but the family dynamic that we're living with. So, but the pushback from the family for Harry and the, I guess, sneaky and shady ways of the family from Meghan is that what I can't get either, because also in the interview, she went on to say how her sister, who was about in her early 50s or so,
Right.
changed her name back to Markle. So let's say her sister
But that wasn't true.
That wasn't true.
Let me
She
tell
said
you
she
what
said that on
happened.
the
Yes,
live.
but let me tell you why now I started to raise two eyebrows with Megan and wonder if she her head together because I saw the sister on and she said she only saw the sister once.
Once.
Why is it that the sister came on Inside Edition with pictures to her graduation, high school graduation? Okay. And you could tell it's her. You ain't gotta say, I wonder if that's really her. You could tell
Like
it's a
we know it's
young,
you.
young Megan. Why another picture to one next event and the next event? Okay, the part about the name change. Why does sister show her high school diploma? Oh, very tattered and torn.
Look very aged.
With the last name Markle. She also showed a couple other documents where she's a Markle.
No, she was saying that she wasn't saying that her name wasn't Markle at
No, that
all.
she changed it.
She changed it back to.
But that's not true. According to the documents that this young lady presented on Inside Edition, that is not true. The pictures also show that she was lying, that she only see said sister only once.
Mhm.
Not true either.
Because even after the interview with those accusations of being investigated, they have reports in Buckingham. They're investigating the way Meghan Markle gets treated some of the royal aides because they're now saying that that they were mistreated while they were taking care of her, like I guess her actions towards her. So they have now sparked an investigation in Buckingham Palace against her.
They're looking for something against her.
No, it's only fair because if you attack the firm like that, there's never been such an open public
Never.
media attack.
She has totally.
She said, "Oh yeah, she gave me Harriet Tubman to freedom." Like
you're the truth.
The truth. That's what it gave me. It gave me Harriet Tubman to freedom vibes.
Oh my Lord.
like it's time to get up.
That brings me back to
She was a Rosa Parks. She's like, I ain't driving on this bus no more.
That brings me back to the giraffe in the room. Because if her race and the color of her skin is the elephant, I feel like the fact that she is full grown American is the giraffe, and we cannot forget or get around that and not discredit. I mean, they have no right to judge her for the color of her skin
at all.
However, I could understand.
Love has no boundaries.
It has no boundaries, but I could understand the establishment, them being concerned about
all of this is tradition.
Potential. You know? I know. I'm just
all
saying.
Of this is tradition. Traditions are meant to be broken.
Being concerned about her. I mean, about Harry falling in love and being married to someone who essentially is a foreign agent.
It happens.
It happens, and it happened
love
before.
Love has no boundaries. Like I said, you don't say, you know what, love. His love is unconditional.
Y'all need to watch. There's a show on Netflix called Sexpionage. Or was it spy tools or whatever like that.
Okay.
And one of the most powerful ways of espionage is through sex. You don't control people and get people to do the things you want them to do.
I feel you.
Being deceitful or getting them to turn away from that. No, you do it through love.
From pillow talking.
Someone to fall in love with you, and by falling in love with you, they will do anything for you.
That is true.
Look at what happened to Samson and Delilah.
You better know.
Thinking that there's a part of their cerebellum that's thinking, you know what? Maybe she's.
I think they have MI6 watching like a hawk.
In this day and age technology, I'm talking in terms of how the crown developed itself. No, not the crown. The firm itself had developed itself from, I guess, incorporating the way the new world and the world itself was evolving and keeping up with the times, being able to broadcast the Queen's message, being able to highlight different aspects of the royal crowning, being able to even give addresses and making it more so, taking it from this idea behind the gates or behind the fence and now putting it on TV and putting it in everybody's homes.
My God.
So if those things were so taboo when we first brought it up, and now to see it done so regularly now on such a normalized basis, why can't who we love, because this isn't the first time someone's had a problem with who they love and causing it be...
this is the biggest problem. She is the biggest problem.
She isn't dead yet, so because Queen... no, she isn't dead. Woo! I don't say yet. But no, because when Princess Diana, I feel as if it's the biggest unsolved case.
And it will remain unsolved.
All
right? Let's sleep in Diana's life.
Because a dead woman and man cannot speak.
Dead man tell no tales.
Tells no tales.
That's the bottom line.
What would convince me more that this is straight out right? I mean, and I'm not denying the racist claims that Meghan Markle made, but if
you think she should have kept it to herself?
No, if this was a black British-born girl, I would have felt differently than if this was a black American girl.
How different would you have felt? For
I
what
would have feel
reasons?
I would have feel that I feel as though the they I feel as though the throne and the crown can't come out straight up and be like, oh well, we don't they or Meghan Markle and whoever, just supposedly they can't come on and be like, oh, they don't like her because she's American, because that would cause tension between America and the UK.
Of
Mhm.
course.
So if what's the next hot button issue? Oh, race is always a hot button issue, so we're gonna push that to the end in the end, which is, I'm not trying to deny the fact that it happened. I'm just saying that there's a reason why certain things get carried around in the media and get hyper sensationalized.
No, and I
Agreed.
I totally agree with
Just
you.
saying.
I think my final thought on it is just more so I don't ever want to feel ridiculed for who I love, whether it be red,
Can
black,
you
blue,
imagine how
brown,
this
white.
boy must be feeling?
Can you
Think about it.
imagine? Because now I've seen and witnessed my mother, no matter what age I was.
I've
Witness
heard the story. I've read.
I've
seen
read,
it.
I can see, I can pull it back. I can see from everybody else around me that I am Princess Diana's son. So I'm always constantly reminded of the tragic way my mother died in terms of who she loved and how she was trying to love and to just simply be herself. And here I am, umpteen years later, trying to do the same thing, love who I feel as if I have the free choice of doing so. In the same aspect of it, I'm respectful to the firm because I don't think that he's disrespectful at all in terms of any action that he's done prior to this.
No.
And one, two, I am nowhere up next, third, fourth, fifth for
Or
this crown,
10th.
or 10th for this crown. My
Okay,
gracious.
so let me live, man. Let me live.
Why can't I live a little?
Let me
Just how
love a
Princess
little.
Margot could have pick and choose who she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And even then, when she got married, her husband then wasn't even into her, so he did anything that he wanted to do.
The same way Charles was doing.
I think one of the worst parts is how you could actually, in the interviews with Harry, you could see in his face how this is ripping him apart. Like how he didn't even want to like name the people. He's like, I can't even.
He can't even
He
name because he knows.
He was trying to hold back just a little bit.
He's like, okay, yeah, like that.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Yeah, it's like
there, you know
you
what I
get. But I love how he's letting her not love, but it's kind of bittersweet for me. How he's letting her lead the narrative. And I feel like he's more
You think
ad
he's
libs.
stupid?
I think he's more ad libs. No, but my thing is,
He's the hype man for the rapper.
Empress.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Empress, if I married you, what does it look like? You are dating. What does it look like? I am always trying to justify our relationship to your brothers.
I don't think he's hype man.
I don't think he's hype man at all.
I think Harry is the finishing blow. Because Meghan
Okay,
could
fair,
say
and that's
things,
true.
say this and that.
She's
but
the
if
hype.
Harry comes back and then doubles on what she says, that's
Then
like,
it's gospel.
It's gospel. It
Absolutely.
gotta be true.
It's gospel.
So
You know,
it makes you think
final
like,
thoughts in terms of what you think is going to happen from here.
whoo.
Your prediction.
I do believe in grace and mercy, so
Hallelujah.
I would hope to
She remains alive.
that she remains alive and safe. So make sure you lock your back doors and check the windows before you go to bed, because the firm will not sleep. You are not going to go on live TV
and disgrace
and even accuse me of racism. You're not even accuse the throne of being a racist.
We even let your black mommy with locks in our house.
My goodness, how many
let's
black
check it
Commonwealth countries I have? Do you want me to name how much black friends I have? I have 50 something of them.
The queen is like, I free the slaves. What she
Oh, eh? Oh,
But you know
when
what
I have
daddy do for them?
I have 5 black friends. I can't be racist.
I got 5 of them.
Five of them. My maid, the cook, the chef, my braider.
And I let your mommy sleep over in our house with her locks.
In the royal cabinet, not the help.
And she cooked that Jamaican oxtail while she was in the kitchen in my palace.
I name queen, you know.
Let it ring bells. You see, I don't die. you see. So you can never get this crown.
Everybody gonna talk about why does it seem like Prince Harry them daddy look older than his mommy now?
No, why are they concerned about Meghan Markle being black and this man is like gray, very purple, very off color.
Yes.
Very you need to like sit in some
flushed.
sun. Like
flushed.
Very flushed.
Yes.
But
you know what?
Yeah.
The end, I should say, or the what it remains to be seen.
It's the halftime.
This is just
halftime.
Sit back and watch the movie.
This the first quarter.
Yep.
We just started. Get ready to ball.
See there. Action.
Harry, Meghan, if you're out there watching, I just want to let y'all know Bahamas, our doors always open. You come get a key, go down next door. We ain't got no money. Yeah, you straight.
Yeah, man, y'all
You're
could
straight.
y'all
But
could
if-
fluff through
But if the
anytime.
queen send the people to blow up, please have your own island. So and not the island that I happen to be on. Thanks.
Yeah, no, you could get a key.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
key.
get a key.
Y'all could really seriously live good in the Bahamas.
Y'all
Yeah,
get one of
'cause
those
we
bananas,
don't
girl, you so straight.
we don't mess with people like
Yeah, especially when you have blue eyes and
Yeah.
Caucasian skin, we love you.
Yeah,
You can have whatever you want in the world.
you could have whatever you like T.I. said.
Ah,
I'm
but
just saying. Anyway, folks, we've come to the end of Free of Mind on a Feel Good Friday. Stay tuned. Keep it locked. Top of the hour. 5 o'clock here. Drive at 5 with yours truly and DJ AI comes your way.
Nah, I need to stop. This time was bugging me though.
Easy,
Wait,
what's up?
I think maybe I didn't understand it fully. But when she was on Oprah talking about, and I'm not denying, when she
her
said
story was a little twisted. You know what?
yeah, when she was like, oh, I have this mental thing, and I those times